Like when you're driving, there's too much to learn, you know. You've got to make sure you're in the right gear, and you've got to make sure you're in the mirror and looking over your shoulder. I went in a manual. Most people go on automatic, you know, and they think they're going to pass, but...
A manual, but I've stalled it 3 times and he won't teach me anymore.
What, your teacher?
My husband.
Is your husband a good teacher?
No way.
What's wrong with his teaching?
He hasn't got any patience.
I wasn't particularly good. I'm still not a particularly good driver. My stepfather actually, you know, gave me lessons and things like that.
Dad, he was scared to come near the car when I was in the wheel.
Getting into too many arguments.
My father, and then I went to driving lessons.
Bad about it is that you hop in the car and goes turn left, right, you know, doesn't say nothing else. So if it was me, if I was an instructor, I'd say, yeah, you want the music on and all that, because it makes you keep better.
If anyone did anything wrong by me, he used to, you know, get his head out and tell them, you know, what he think, you know, made me feel better.
He used to lean across the car and force my knee down force my foot down onto the accelerator. So don't hesitate at corners, just go around. Don't worry if anything's coming. And it was really weird. It was good though. It was really good.
Mum was pretty good. He used to just say, right, you know what to do, go. If I ever did anything wrong, he'd say something, but he wouldn't tell me what to do. But he teach me really well. He's most of his patients, 99% of them pass. I didn't pass the first time because I went through a stop sign.
Basically, I wasn't very good at it, and when I went for my licence, I actually failed twice. And I think they only gave it to me out of sympathy in the end.
Oh, of course I deserved it. It's hard to say, like, you think you deserved it, but if you don't get it, you still think you deserved it, sort of thing.
A lot of people go up there and they're a bit nervy, sort of thing, and they'll say, oh, you're no good, you know, you're not confident enough, and all this sort of thing. But some people are overconfident, you know, I think.
Reverse parking in between 2 cars.
Reverse parking and failing to, like, went through a green light, and the guy said, oh, it was going orange and all that sort of thing.
I think it was a pole, yeah.
Well, while he was doing his test?
Yeah, I think he was trying to do a hill start and he rolled into a pole on the gutter.
Changing lanes without a blinker, without an indicator.
It was a bit tricky. There was a corner, and then I had to go past the corner, and it was a very short space, the time before we were going to take the real corner. And the intended corner, and then I put the blinker on just before the other one, so just, right, you're out, you know. You don't get your licence.
So. Oh, it was one of those days he was in the mood. Just fell on me, that's it.
I turned up and it was pretty well cut away, and he told me it wasn't sexy enough. So I went in anyway, and I blew the first question, but the guy told me just to calm down, and he let me go, and he took me out, and I blew the reverse park, and he said, well, I won't tell if you won't tell. And he passed me, so I got it first go.
When my sister got her licence first, she was driving Dad's car, and he had a big red Ford, and she was driving up the driveway one day, and she went straight into the garage. She knocked the door out of the garage, so Dad put these green reflectors up on the side of the doors so she'd see where she's going. And a couple of weeks after that, she came home and she came flying up the driveway and took half of the house, half the side of the house. It was really funny.
Yeah, I love fast driving, but I guess I'm maybe a bit of a target on the road for the police. But I don't drive fast when I've got people in the car, and I don't drive fast with a lot of people on the road. I really keep it as safe as I possibly can.
I went out with all the guys, you know, we're all in the car, and the brakes started going. So what we had to do was every time we'd stop, you know, I'd slow down with the gears and they'd jump out and stop the car. But I dropped them all off first and then went home. And then I pulled up the driveway and I remembered I had no brakes. My dad's car was there, so I smashed into a tree.